Hi, welcome to Point View Sports Podcast. Hi, Jordan.
How you doing, Isaac?
Good. Today we will be talking about the NBA, baseball, and NFL,
Okay.
and college basketball.
Okay.
Let's start with the NBA. Have you watched any of the games?
I watched some of it.
The Lakers lost yesterday,
Yeah, I know.
so they fell out of the play-in tournament.
Yeah, they do. They need to fix something. They're not the same that they used to be.
They've had a lot of injuries this year.
Yes, they did. So they gotta stay healthy for next year. So if they want to get back into the title hunt, they gotta stay healthy.
Yes. Do you have any questions for me?
So, who do you think who's going to win the playoffs in the basketball this year?
In the East or West?
The East.
The Bucks or the Miami Heat. But I think Boston Celtics are going to finish second.
Yeah, I think Boston's going to win second. So, I think they're not going to make it. I'm going to go with the Bucks because the Bucks look good. I think they're going to protect their title like that. Oh, Miami's looking great. If Miami keeps going, I think they could probably beat the Bucks. So we'll see what happens. So I'm hoping Miami or the Bucks can, who comes out the best is going to be for the title.
Yes. Who do you think is going to win the NBA MVP?
For Boston, for who? Miami or for the Bucks?
For the NBA, the MVP.
I can't remember his name. So
Nikola Jokic.
I think he could probably maybe win the MVP this year for the league like that. So who's winning to the teams under him? So we'll see if he can win that MVP.
Even though Stephen Curry got injured, I think he still has a good chance of winning MVP.
Yeah, I think he could probably win the MVP because how he's been good all season. If Curry can, I know he's injured, so I think he could probably win the MVP still being injured. How many points he put up with them and like that. So, you have any questions?
Who do you think's coming out of the West? Let me be more specific. Who do you think's going to be in a play-in tournament for the West? Lakers fell to number 11.
Yeah.
So Spurs are number 10. It's Minnesota Timberwolves number 7. Clippers number 8. Paul George came back last night.
I think the Clippers can probably do it to get there and I'm going to say the Timberwolves come out of it too. One of those two teams. If the Clippers and the Timberwolves could play hot and come out of it, it's going to be one of those two teams coming from out of the West. Like that.
If the Lakers make the play-in tournament, do you think they have a chance to beat the Pelicans, the Clippers, or the Timberwolves?
I think they can. I think they could beat the Pelicans. And I think those three, if the Lakers come out, I think the Lakers can beat those three teams. If those guys don't get injured, I think the Lakers can do it and get there like that. So you have to think positive. If the Lakers can stay healthy like that, if Bron James can get those guys there, he's always done, and if those guys can shoot the ball and play defense, I think the Lakers could come out of it and go to the playoffs like that. They could win it. So they have to beat the Pelicans, the Clippers, and the Timberwolves. They have to play. All they could do is play defense. They could do it.
I have good news for Laker fans. Anthony Davis is supposed to come back either Friday against the Pelicans or Sunday against. Wait. Anthony Davis is supposed to come back either Friday or Sunday.
If you get Davis coming back,
It might be Anthony Davis coming back, but LeBron James injured.
so if you get Davis back, I think they might have a shot with Davis.
Without LeBron James?
Yeah. If those guys can play defense and don't let them score and get all the rebounds they can. If they got, I know the Lakers can score, except they gotta play defense. That's the only way to shut the team down is playing defense. And Davis has to have a good game. He's got to shoot like 20 points to 30 points. He's always done. He was with the Pelicans and he was with the Lakers, scoring 30 to 20 points. If Davis could do that, and then everybody could shoot 20 to 15 points, I think they can win. Except only the thing they have to do is play defense. That if they don't play defense, they're gonna lose that game. That's all they have to do is play defense. Like that, if they do all that, they'll be great. Like that. So everybody has to pass that ball, get it open, and shoot 2 or 3, like that, and play defense. I think the Lakers will be great. So that's the only way the Lakers can win.
Who do you think's playing better right now, the Lakers or the Brooklyn Nets?
I think the Brooklyn Nets are doing a lot. They're playing a lot better than the Lakers.
Brooklyn Nets are 39 and 36, and they're in number 8.
So
they're the 8th seed. So both the last week the Lakers were in the play-in tournament, but this week it's just the Brooklyn Nets.
So the Brooklyn Nets are doing a lot better than the Lakers. If the Lakers were doing a lot better the whole time, they could probably have the 8th seed and all that. And that's why Brooklyn Nets have the 8th seed. So the Brooklyn Nets are going to be the team to watch. If the Lakers can win all those 3 games against those teams, they watch out for the Lakers. So for right now, it's the Brooklyn Nets.
In the play-in tournament, it would be 2 games.
Yeah.
Because it would be like the Timberwolves against the Clippers, and then Lakers against someone else.
Yeah.
If you're a Lakers fan, who would you rather face in the play-in tournament, the Spurs or the Pelicans? But I don't think all 3 teams, Pelicans, Spurs, and Lakers, can make it. Unless the Spurs go on a little bit of a run, and the Lakers do too.
So I know I'm a Lakers fan always. So the Lakers have to win. They can't.
Who would you rather face?
I mean, it would be
CJ McCollum there's really good players on the Pelicans, but is there anybody good on the Spurs?
the Spurs. I think for right now, I think the Lakers should face the Spurs, because who the Lakers have to come out and play, the Spurs or the Pelicans, it's up how the Lakers have to. So who they have to play. So it could be the Pelicans or the Spurs. For me, I go against the Pelicans like that. So it could play the Spurs or the Pelicans. It could go both ways like that. So the Lakers have to watch who they have to play. and then that team, the Lakers, have to play defense, and they have to pass the ball and don't give up the balls and like that, the steals and all that.
Okay, let's talk about the NFL now.
All right.
Did you see the new overtime rules?
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I mean, it's kind of stinks.
Why? Because it's only in the playoffs?
Yeah. Except what happens, so now every game's going to be tied, and it's going to be tie games for, like, say you have the Chiefs against, like, say...
The Chargers.
Say it's 28-28. So if the clock goes out, it's a tie football game like that. So now you have all these teams all going to be tied. Like, say 0-0. You don't get no win out of it, and like that. So it's gonna hurt a lot of teams, except there's nothing they can do, the owners can do. So, you want to win the game like that for your team, because that counts. I mean, if the Chiefs win, if the Chiefs tie, they don't get a win, like a one win, except it's going to be 0-0. That's how it is.
John Harbaugh signed a 3-year extension to be the head coach for the Ravens 3 more years. Aaron Donald will return to the Rams for the 2022 season.
That'd be good for the coach, for him, because he can do good things.
Yes. How about Aaron Donald?
Donald, he'll be, because they need him, because how good he is.
And because Von Miller left to go to the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah. So you need Donald, because how many sacks he gets every year with the Rams, like that. And for Harbaugh, he could get, because look at what he did with the 49ers back in the day. And then,
yeah.
And then for 3 years, he can make that team great. And then plus you have that quarterback who could run the football, toss it. He's got a good team. You watch 3 years, I think in those 3 years, they'll be in the Super Bowl again.
What division is the Buffalo Bills and Patriots in? AFC South or North?
On the East Coast. East.
Who do you think wins the AFC East?
Now, I know Buffalo is going to be great because they've always been great. I think because now you're looking at Miami Dolphins, what they're doing, because they picked up couple running backs and couple players.
Tyreek Hill.
I think they're just trying to let the teams know, all the teams know they're trying to be the greatest. And except I don't see the Miami Dolphins going all the way. Except the Patriots were always gonna, have the wild card because how they were great last year and got into the playoffs.
How is Mac Jones going to do next year?
We'll see what he does for next year, like that. So, and then don't forget, and he got the Raiders. Raiders are going to be great too.
Speaking of the Raiders, they got Devonte Adams, and the Oakland Raiders have Derek Carr, and Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
It says he plays for the Saints, and he's gonna focus on playing tight end in 2022.
So I think the Raiders can be in first place because how good they got a lot better this year, and I think the Chiefs know that, and the Chiefs gotta watch out, and then the Chiefs gotta watch out The Raiders got better. The Chargers got better. Denver's got better.
The Chiefs could be in last place next year.
Yeah. So you got the Raiders who are going to be good. You got the Chargers who are going to be good. Then you got Denver Broncos who are going to be good. Those three teams are going to be good this year. Like that.
Kansas City Chiefs are not going. Kansas City Chiefs are not going to be in last place because they're going to be bad. It's because the other three teams are going to have more wins than them.
Yeah. So and then what I heard, like for Tom Brady, you know Julian Edelman who retired.
Yes.
He's coming out of retirement. I heard.
Are you sure? There has not been any reports about that yet.
So because Tom Brady was talking to him, and he might do one more year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Maybe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are waiting for to pick up the phone from Edelman and say yes.
Yeah. So we don't know yet, except I think Julian Edelman can be a fit for them. So we gotta see what happens.
Okay, back to the NBA really fast. Who do you have making it to the NBA Finals?
The East or the West?
Both.
Both. I think I'm gonna say the Bucks.
It gets who in the West?
I want to see maybe
Phoenix.
Phoenix, nah, because the Bucks beat them last time. I want to see maybe the Timberwolves. Maybe I want to see them. I want to see a new team. You know, the Timberwolves.
You have the Timberwolves winning the play tournament and then going to the NBA Finals.
I can see they playing the tournament, so like that. Except I think in the
I have the Clippers making the NBA Finals.
Okay, I can go with the Clippers in the finals this year. Maybe I want to see the Clippers against the Bucks for the trophy.
Yes, and if the Clippers want to win, they need to have Kawhi Leonard back.
Yeah. So those are the teams I want to see.
Okay.
In there.
Who I want to see is the 76ers. This is my first pick. The 76ers against the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns make it back-to-back in the NBA Finals. And this year, they get their revenge and beat Phoenix. Even with Philadelphia 76ers having James Harden and Joel Embiid.
I think that might be a good match, the 76ers against the Suns. If
Devin Booker and Chris Paul gets James Harden and Joel Embiid.
Yeah. So I'm thinking the 76ers come out there. I think the 76ers, say they do beat the Suns, I want to see the 76ers against the Bucks.
Okay.
That'd be a good.
Who?
The Bucks for the trophy.
The Bucks against who?
The 76ers.
Both the Bucks and 76ers are in the same conference.
Oh, so I want to see the 76ers against the Bucks, see who comes out.
In the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's talk about baseball, and then we will wrap up with college basketball. Let's talk about baseball.
Okay. So who you think who's going to come out of the West? Who's going to have a great year in the West?
Depending on what is going on with the Yankees and how they are accused of cheating, I think the Yankees are going to be good this year. The Blue Jays, not the Astros and Oakland A's are going to take a step back.
Yeah.
And the Angels are going to make the playoffs for the first time in how many years?
I'm going to say the last time they were in the playoffs was like 2008. That was the last time. No, I think it was like 2014, the last time they was in it.
Because I know Angels won the World Series the year I was born, 2002, but I wasn't sure if they made the playoffs since then.
They didn't make it. Okay, they won in 2002. They didn't go back in 2003. Except they've been to like the first round, the second round, got beaten by the Boston Red Sox, like that. They've been in the all the way like in the second round, all that. So I think for the Yankees, I think how the Tampa Bay's playing and the Blue Jays, those two teams right there are gonna be. You're gonna see one of those two teams in first place, because I don't see the Yankees without Judge, because how he doesn't want to get vaccinated. So
Yes, but New York lifted its vaccination mandate. That is why Kyrie Irving is playing now in New York. So Aaron Judge, all the players on New York, Yankees and Mets are eligible to play. Who do you think comes out in the National League?
the National League, I'm gonna say,
So the Angels in the playoffs, but not in the World Series.
yeah. So I'm gonna say the Dodgers. The Dodgers will be there. I want to say Atlanta is gonna be great, and I want to say the Mets are gonna be right there.
Okay.
So for the Central, for the National League, I don't know who's gonna be. I think I'm gonna go with St. Louis, because how they got
Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols. So I want to see them to come out of the Central.
Is Albert Pujols playing with the Cardinals this 1 year and then retiring for sure?
Yeah. So he signed a 1-year deal.
Cardinals better make the playoffs, or Albert Pujols is not going to be happy.
Yeah. So he needs 21 home runs to hit 700. The 700 club for home runs.
He was in the 600 club.
Yeah. So he needs 21.
Does he do it?
I think he could do it. So I say the Dodgers are gonna win the West. I think the St. Louis is gonna take the Central, and then so it's up to Atlanta and the Mets who comes out.
Who makes the World Series? And then we will talk about college basketball.
I want to see the. The Dodgers are gonna be there. Anything can happen in the World.
I don't see them making the World Series without their closer.
Oh yeah. So I want to see
Where did the closer go
He
anyways?
went to Atlanta to a 1-year deal. So I think it might be Atlanta in the World Series.
Again?
I mean, because they got a good team without Freeman, so they still got a good
Team without him.
So they still got a good team.
Who makes it out of the American League?
The American League, I want to say, it could be the Blue Jays, because how good they are. Say the Blue Jays do face Atlanta in the World Series. That'll be a good team. That'll be a good team to see. Atlanta beat the Astros, except I want to see the Blue Jays winning.
Okay, I have it being the Atlanta Braves, like you said, and you know what I would like to see? Either the Yankees make it to the World Series, or the Angels, or the White Sox.
The White Sox have a good team this year, so it might be the White Sox.
Okay, last but not least, let's make our championship game picks and who we think the winner is going to be.
Right.
The final 4 teams are North Carolina against Duke and Villanova versus Kansas. I have it being Villanova versus Duke, and Villanova spoils Coach's case last year. Who do you have?
I'm gonna take Duke over them because the coach is retiring.
Duke over Villanova?
Yeah, so I think Duke might win that one because the coach is retiring this year.
Did you do a bracket this year?
No, I mean I'm going for Duke.
Okay.
I'm going for Duke. So I think Duke might go because the players are doing great. So everybody's just all the college teams just watch out for Duke because I think Duke might come out of it.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for listening to our podcast. Thank you, Jordan, for making a guest appearance.
Wow.
Talk to you guys next Wednesday. Bye.